Hello, Val here from Scott and Val Save the Universe. If you tuned into last Tuesday morning's show, well, thank you. If not, you can still watch it on Facebook at facebook.com/KCHW Radio and on YouTube at Rogue Frequency Network. Or just Google Scott and Val. Apparently, we're world famous. I'm thinking possibly universally famous, but definitely not virtual unknowns anymore. During that show, we touched on a topic that really stuck with me. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized that in my ongoing attempts to save the universe, I also need to spend a little bit of time right here on Earth, saving men from themselves. We were talking about certain phrases men sometimes say to women, and then are genuinely confused when women react strongly and negatively. Phrases like, just calm down, or you're being too emotional, or chill out, which, if you listened until the end of the show last week, is something Nigel actually said to me, which will be addressed at some point. Now, most men aren't trying to be rude, they honestly think they're being helpful, which is adorable and historically a terrible plan, because the phrases they choose have the exact opposite effect. Men call it moving on, women call it archiving. Silence does not mean forgiveness, it means we're still processing. So this series exists to prevent unnecessary arguments, awkward silences, and emotional extinction events. Think of it as emotional driver's ed. This is not an attack, this is a learning opportunity, and some of you will learn, some won't. In each episode, I'll cover 3 things: why men think the phrase works, why it doesn't, and what you could say instead, men, if you enjoy peace and survival. This isn't judgment or blame. Well, maybe a little judgment and a little blame, but mostly it's about helping men survive as a species. Because when communication breaks down, nobody wins. Although I will say I'm feeling pretty confident about my situation with Nigel. More importantly, I'd like to prevent situations where a woman goes nuclear, because once that happens, there is no cleanup crew, and the fallout is awful. So we'll take this one phrase at a time, one episode at a time, and I'll try to save the universe by saving men from themselves. This concludes today's training. Universal status? Cautiously optimistic.
This PSA does not guarantee forgiveness. Results may vary based on tone. Listening is required. Silence should not be confused with success. Side effects may include accountability. Use of approved phrases does not erase past behavior. Opinions shared here do not necessarily represent those of Scott and Nigel.